And up next, we have our unit test. Now, I'm not going to be pausing for long in between these problems. I suspect that most folks watching this video on YouTube will be able to get most of the answers in their head very quickly. So I'm only going to pause for a moment or two. So be ready to pause the video if you feel like you need some time to think about a problem. Here we go with the unit test. Imran practiced playing his trumpet for 10 minutes each morning until he practiced for a total of 50 minutes. Which equations would help us find out how many mornings he practiced playing his trumpet? So there's the question. Here are the answers. Pause if you have to. 50 divided by 10 equals blank, and 10 times blank equals 50 are the two correct answers. There are 24 pieces of cheese. We want to divide them equally into 6 bags. How many pieces of cheese will be in each bag? That'll be 4 pieces per bag. 27 divided by 3 equals. That's 9. Amy has 16 video games. She wants to put them in stacks of 4 games each. Which expression tells us how to take 16 video games and put them into 4 stacks? Well, that's C, 16 divided by 4. Fill in the blanks. 48 divided by 6 equals blank, because blank times 6 equals 48. And the answer is 8 in both cases. Which image could represent 16 divided by 2? 16 divided by 2. Well, that would be B. Complete each equation. 24 divided by blank equals 3, etc. Well, that would be 8. In fact, it shows us in the next line that it's 8, because 8 times 3 is 24. 24 divided by 8 equals 3. 24 equals 8 times 3. Again, these kinds of problems are indeed repetition for repetition's sake, but it is important to get that repetition in so that later on you don't get mixed up. Or you minimize the number of times that you get mixed up. Everyone gets mixed up sometimes. Which image could represent 32 divided by 8? 32 divided by 8. The only one it could possibly be is A. Last problem, we can find 63 divided by 7 by dividing 63 dots into 7 rows. How many dots in each row? Well, either by counting or by division, you get 9. That's the unit test. So that gets us through Intro to Division. Where are we at in 3rd grade? We are 44% of the way done with 3rd grade. As you can see, we hit only 1,500 out of 1,600 on this estimation, subtraction, and addition. So we will have to make up those points at the end of 3rd grade, while I'll just go through and I'll do all of the unit tests on all of the subjects that I didn't get 100% on, just like I did last time. Now, this is a short stream, but I think I'm going to go ahead and call it there, because next time I'm going to be talking about fractions, and I know that fractions can be very fractious. I know a lot of people have a really hard time with them, and I want to make sure that I start talking about them during my normal Math Monday 6 p.m. time. So please do join me on Monday at 6 p.m. Pacific when I'm going to start talking about fractions, and I will be talking about them from a 3rd grade perspective at a 3rd grade level. So hopefully, especially those of you who either grew up afraid of fractions or possibly are afraid of fractions now, maybe fractions are one of the reasons why you started hating math in the first place, please, 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 it is very important that you join me this Monday at 6 p.m. Pacific time so that I can maybe take some of that fear away from you. You You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at MathDemigod. You can find me on Instagram at Professor_Cunningham. And as I said before, you can find my YouTube channel called Professor Cunningham on YouTube. You can find it at my website, professor-cunningham.com. Thank you so very much for joining me for this bonus math, and I will see you hopefully on Monday. Take care, friends.